Welcome back YouTube, Brother Kimo here with Reload Hawaii, and welcome to my first flight review of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard Drone Quadcopter. I've never flown one of these in my entire life, and I just wanted to show you guys the footage you can get with this thing is amazing, and it is so easy to fly. Within the first 10 minutes, you'll be flying and taking footage like a pro. So without further ado, let's get into the footage, and you guys can see for yourself what $700 can get you.
Okay, just waiting for the engines to load. Yep, there we go, and whoop. Automatic liftoff, guys. You can do it yourself in manual mode, but check it out. What I'm gonna do for my first maneuver is just make a rectangle. So I'm gonna pitch forward, roll left, pitch backwards, and then roll right. That's what's gonna happen here. Just wanted to point out that I am flying in crazy wind. You see a cell phone tower there, right hand side. 20-mile-an-hour winds, gusts up to 35. It's pretty crazy out there, so I just wanted to point that out because look how incredibly stable the 3-axis gimbal is holding that camera. Oop, see a little bit of propeller blades in there. A little bit of Wesley Snipes blades going in there. It kind of happens when you stop too abruptly. The drone rocks back and forth. And there you go, guys. Right out of the box, my first time ever flying a drone, rectangle, exercise completed. Easy stuff. And now for my next trick. Just gonna send straight up to 400 feet. That's what the FAA wants you to stay at. That's the ceiling. It can go higher though. Got some rudder going on here. Way too fast, way too much rudder. I'm getting dizzy. I'm gonna puke. I'm standing in a baseball field. You can see the football field that the Pop Warner football team made up there. Coming into focus. That's about how fast you want to move your rudder, right about there. Very difficult though. I thought the phone I was using as a viewfinder, it's a Samsung S6 Edge Plus. Pretty gigantic phone. I figured it was gonna be easy enough to look through. Nah. I'd say minimum 8-inch tablet to maybe a 9, so iPad mini, iPad Air 2, good comparisons, even though I'm an Android guy. Tons of Android tablets out there. Okay, I've hit the max there. Now I'm messing with the gimbal switch. Basically my left pointer finger is where the gimbal control is. When you roll it backwards, goes down, and roll it forward, it does this. Ah, beautiful day. Could have reached those clouds. I'm in beginner mode though, so it does kind of cap you to how far out you go and how far high you can go or how far up you can go. But again, wind is pumping. That gimbal is doing its job. Pearl Harbor right there. You notice I'm kind of giving it way too much rudder, and the joysticks are so responsive that you don't have to bump them much to get it to where you want to go. So I'm just heavy thumbed at this point. That combined with not being able to see the viewfinder, I got it cranked up all the way brightness, but I'm wearing sunglasses, just can't see anything. The advanced version and the professional version do come with bigger mounts though, so you can slide a tablet in there. There's Pearl Harbor coming back to the picture. Got the bus terminal where the buses sleep. What is that, the building for ants? And right here I have hit the return to home option. See the trees just whipping around there. Most of the drones out now use some kind of satellite GPS to lock it back down. It helps you basically triangulate where it took off from. And as you can see, it's pretty much gonna land where it took off. Giving it some yaw, you still have controls over it, even though it's kind of set to return back using its home GPS location. Look at this thing, it's gonna land right on my face. Hi, get out of the way, dummy. And the onboard computers, flight computers are doing all the work for me, doing that landing. Including that very smooth landing. So there's a lot of stuff on the internet about DJI computers losing GPS location and just kind of flying away. Just thought I'd point that out. DJI does recommend that you recalibrate your compass and give it a little bit before taking off so that it can find its location. Those 2 steps probably can prevent your drone from flying away and you never seeing it again. Look at the trees, holy cow, and look how stable the camera is. Unbelievable. And what I was trying to do here was get the drone in a different orientation. Instead of having it, controlling it as it's flying away, I'm trying to get it toward me so I can kind of get a feel for what that is. And it's totally different, right? Different angle. Controls are a little bit backwards. Still not bad though. Battery life, about 20 minutes. You can see the video here is about 11.5 minutes. So I did cut down on quite a lot, but you can see here that, my first 20 minutes was, I have other footage, but look how great this is. Look at this. I'm pitching forward here, ascending and controlling the gimbal all at the same time to give you better shot, not shat, of those alien lawnmower markings. And then the building for ants. Small ascend here. So easy to control, guys. $700. I think it's worth it. Really bummed out though that the national parks have banned drones from going in there. I mean, I understand, right? I mean, let's say I went my first or second time out, took it to a national park and smacked it into, I don't know, George Washington's face. Not good. That's not good. And I was reading some articles about drones disturbing wildlife, and I guess some guy dumped it into a waterfall or whatever. So I get it, I understand. Still bummed though. Maybe I'll sneak it in. Oh no, not a good idea. So here we go. I tried to push it out to a comfortable distance where I could still see it, and then I'm trying to get it into the different orientation to see what it's like to control it. Some people like to navigate through the viewfinder. I'm still trying to navigate it through line of sight, so this is pretty challenging. Also a good idea, I think, to familiarize yourself with how the joysticks affect the motors on the drone. Good example is the throttle left joystick. When you push it forward, all that's doing is increasing the RPMs on all 4 motors, so you're going to get lift, it's going to ascend. Likewise, the opposite, when you push it down, it's going to decrease the RPMs on all 4 motors, and it's going to drop, it's going to descend. The rudder is also controlled on the left side for most controllers, so if you slant it to the left, basically what it's going to do is act as a rudder and control your yaw, or spin. It's going to spin it to the left. Basically the front left and back right motors are going to increase in RPMs, and it's going to have it yaw. So just knowing those things, I think, is going to help in your mind get it right, because it's so far away. Got to get used to those things. Look at that beautiful day. All I'm doing here is I'm rolling to the right. Funny thing about roll, when you roll it to the right, the motors on the left side, front left and back left, are increasing in RPMs to get it to move that way. There's a skate park. I should have flown over those guys. Skate and destroy, dudes. Bones Brigade for life. Brownie points for those who remember Bones Brigade. Life is going on under me. That's what I feel like right now. 2.7K video. The professional model has a 4K video, but I don't think I need that. The upper version is also attached to Russian and US satellites. I don't think I need that either. I'm happy with just satellites. Right now, this is connected to 11 satellites. I don't know if I change anything. It's absolutely perfect for me. Gotta find some uses for it now. Okay, it is returning to home, and it's pretty much gonna land right where it took off. That's about it, guys. I want to thank you for joining me in my review, my first flight review of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard Drone. I recommend it. Absolute blast. There's those trees blowing around. If I do decide to keep it. Keep an eye out for the full review, and also keep an eye out for my new AR-15 video. We're sticking with the budget versus high end. Is it worth dumping $1,000 into an AR-15? Well, as always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will catch you later.